Hey, who? It's Horton. Hey, you know what I want to say? Best vlog ever. It's the best one you've ever done. You know why? Because we're the best when we're at our weakest. Right when we can't take another bit. That's when we're who we really are. When we get stripped away of all the different stuff, oh, the niceties and all of that stuff, that's who you really are. That's when you find out, am I who I say I am? Am I who I say I am? How's that, who? You know, that's when you find out who you are. And to me, this is the best Lisa I have seen yet. It is the best Lisa. I mean, Lisa without the niceties, Lisa without without all the, politically correct. Lisa not trying to impress anybody. Lisa, the film director. You know, it's the real film director. So nice to meet you, Lisa. You know, nice to meet you. And it's good. It's good. It's good when you finally start to ask the really tough questions, the ones that really count. It's like the brain. When the brain says no, it just means no. There's nothing else to it. You know, can I do this? No, go get some rest. It's that. But when the brain start asking those real tough questions, why are you here? Why are you doing this? What do you really want? What do you want? You know, who are you? Why are you doing this? You know, is it for some selfish, superficial, put on reason? Or is it because you have to? Because though you don't even know the answers, you know you're right. You know you're doing the right thing, you know? And it just hasn't come yet. It's just yet to be seen, you know? So, I just wanted to encourage you. This is probably won't be the first time you get to this point. And you know what? Go have a frappuccino. Go have. I just had the best raspberry. They used to have blackberry. They discontinued it. I had a raspberry green tea frappuccino. Straighten this all right out. Take one day, sit in the sun with a raspberry frappuccino, and you'll be fine. That's what you after you climb the mountain. That's you go and ask the guy who sits on the mountain with his legs crossed. Ask him the question. You know, what does it all mean? You know, it means it's time to sit in the sun. you know, it's time to just be. You know, and you know what? You get through it. You get to the next time. It's not going to be the first time. You know, ask anybody. I think there's a direct relation between sacrifice and success. I really think there's a absolute correlation between that. And when you get that success, you will enjoy it more than anything because you will know without a reason, a shadow of a doubt, that you earned it. You absolutely earned it. It's yours. And nobody can take that. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter whether if you win an award or nothing. It's yours. You did it. You paid the price. They didn't. So you know what? After you finish sacrificing, you cash in your what they call them, your dues, your tickets. You know, one of my favorite scenes is in Bilbo Frodo in Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and when he's get captured by Faramir and Boromir's brother and Samwise's companion. It's always good to have a companion. It's always good. Someone when you're tired, they're not. Twos is good. It's good to do things in twos. I think God does a lot of things in twos, and so it's good to have somebody there that can strengthen you. And so, saying Frodo was being pulled, he just like was at his limit. He was like so burdened down that he just couldn't even see straight. He was going out in front of the Nazgul that was going to eat him and give him this ring. And his friend grabbed him, and then he was so jacked up that he turned on his friend. He pulled out his sword and he said, well, it was just somehow, I think, because of that deep, deep, deep friendship. His friend knew knew who he really was, and that he could reach him. And so, through all the he knew who he was. You know, that's what so he pulled him back to earth, to reality. And then my man realized, he fell back. He said, I can't do this. It just dawned on him, and from where he started his journey and where he was right now, it's just like, you know, this thing is a lot bigger than what I thought it was. But that's when you find the extra strength. The strength that is needed to be a film director, the strength that is needed to be a success in or to achieve your goals. It's got to be growth. It's got to be something that was never there before. That's what you got to find. And you can find it. It's yours. You wouldn't have it in your heart to do it in the first place. But don't give up. Never, ever, ever, ever give up. Sometimes we have to, and sometimes you say, well, dang, after all this long time, is it really worth it? People, overnight success, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. It takes many nights. It's 4 a.m. right now. I've had many of those, you know. But now, I've got some really great things happening, and I'm going to have great success with those. It doesn't matter if I know, I'm just going to have great success. I've already, it's my mind is already done, you know. What comes, what may, come what may, you know. Uh, that's like with every project I've ever done, you know. You gotta, it's a reason for it. And, again, sometimes your mind just says no. So you gotta listen to that, one time in before my most hectic part, sometimes his mind just says, I'm not thinking anymore. When you say that, my friend has said that to me. One of my counselors, my Samwise, my buddy that travels this journey with me in counsel and spirit, rather. And one day I said, I just don't want to think. I don't want to say non-uniform rational B-splines, micropoly displacement maps. I don't want to say those things. I don't want to think those things. And you know what? Sometimes your mind needs, you just can't keep dumping on it. It's a muscle, so, relax, chill, you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. You'll make it. I know you'll make it. You got it beat already, It's already, you just gotta, you guys just, it's great to get to the point where you ask the good questions and you really find the real answers. And you find out if you really mean it or if it's just some selfish reason, or even some selfish reasons are good reasons sometimes. Or sometimes they'll do, you know. Hey. But keep going. And get your strength. Rest. And then come back 7 times stronger, Um, Watch a good movie. Watch Lord of the Rings. Make you feel better. You know. Anyway, that's all you need to do is just feel better. And I hope you do, soon. But get yourself checked out too. Make sure that there's nothing physically wrong. Because sometimes exhaustion can have, those kind of things. But you just sound exhausted. It's not going to be the first time, honey. If you're a film director, think about that. Whether you get beyond this, you'll get beyond this. But think about, do you want to deal with that again? You know, it's the really tough questions that count. The real answers.